Buenos días, clase de Español 1. This is Señor Irvin, and welcome to La Ciudad group build, which you are about to go ahead and complete this week. And the first thing I wanted to do is get you some inspiration on a couple of these builds that were created last year. And as you can tell, it just looks really amazing. These are groups of 6 to 8 of you. You will choose 6 to 8 of you to be able to work together. You can see up here it says Policía, el hotel. And down on the street level, you can see that the students have also made sure that they labeled their buildings. So this is La Iglesia, the church. And you also know that we've labeled the streets and avenues. So we have Avenida López and La Panadería here. So anyway, the city was entirely built by the students during the same type of time period that you actually have to be able to work with, which is about a 4-day time period to be able to do this. So let me exit this and let me go into Schoology, and we will check out, first of all, what are the main things that you need to go ahead and focus on. Number one, you each need to turn in a presentation. Now, this presentation can be worked on together collaboratively. That's the best way to actually go about doing that. And I'm going to show you, basically, you're going to use Google Slides to be able to do that. It is super simple to use. You can each just basically focus on the buildings that you are working on, take snapshots, label them in Español, and then move on from there. Once you have all that collected, you can submit the entire presentation to Señor Irvin very, very easily. So that's the main key component here that's different than anything else. I don't want just one person submitting it. It's too much responsibility on just one person's hands. Everybody enter in as collaborators inside of this Google slide presentation. If you're not sure how it works, it is super simple. Let me move my face here out of the way, down to the bottom here. And basically what you will do is you'll create the presentation as I've done here. And you can click this little share button up here at the top right, and you can enter the names, actually the email addresses of your group mates. So the wkfalcons.org account, it will appear in their email. Then you can just click it and they will all be part of the presentation. The reason why I like this Google Slides, number one, is it can be collaborative very easily. You can collaborate. Number two, it's super easy to go ahead and create the slides and then have this explore function create nice looking slides for you. So really all you need is the pictures that you created and then label them in Español. So for example, you have an iglesia, a church, you're going to just put La Iglesia. You have a list of the different things that you each group needs to go ahead and create. Now remember, you need to make sure that you create a grid system similar to the map that we were working on in class. So las avenidas, straight up and down, and las calles, east and west, oeste, oeste. As you go ahead and do those, you need to have 5 streets and 5 avenues. Each building clearly labeled in Español, so that makes sense, okay? And then here's the list of all of the different things that you need to go ahead and create. And now you need to create a minimum of 15 buildings. Now there's a rubric down at the bottom that tells you how you'll be graded if you only create 15 of the buildings. But take a look at that, I would. And here are some examples about what you're going ahead and doing. So I guess right here it says, if you create more than 20, you'll receive the full credit here. In class participating, you're in class, you're actually in class, number one, and you're participating on task the entire time, not messing around. And then obviously creativity and those types of things. You can tell these builds give you some great inspiration. So you choose the buildings that you want, create 5 streets and 5 avenues on a grid system. Make sure that you're labeling those things, okay? Once you create something, you yourself or you and your group mates start taking pictures of them. And I'm going to show you basically how to do this. You can create a new slide here and then add whatever it might be. Now, let's say that this is going to be, I'm going to insert an image here. And then I'm going to drag the image. And what I do is I go to my screenshots. If you don't know how to find this folder, let Señor Irvin know. It's super simple to find on each of the computers. So most of them have already been there for you, already been labeled there for you. Let's say we were going to choose this thing, though it's not an actual building, but you're going to insert a picture. All I did is choose the image, and then if I was going to type something into it, I'll just show you right here. Let's say that this was a church, La Iglesia, and I just press enter, done. Now it doesn't look very nice here, but if I go to the explore function on my right hand side here, I can just click one of these. It already creates it nice and neatly here. Pick off that thing, La Iglesia, and it's already done and labeled for you. So fantastic, super easy to go ahead and create. Let me move myself back up here. Okay, so that you have a good idea about what you're supposed to do. Now, this needs to be finished by Thursday at 3:04. Okay, every student needs to submit the PDF of the presentation. So let me show you how you do that. It's super simple. You're going to go File, Download as PDF. It'll create the PDF, and then you just log into Schoology on the actual desktop computer and you submit it. What I don't want is you using your iPad to snap pictures. Don't want that. I also don't want a bunch of images submitted on Schoology. It's too hard to navigate through. Submit a presentation as a PDF, not as a link, as I just showed you here. File, download as PDF, and then submit that, and then you're done. Bueno? Cool. Have fun. Adios. Hasta la vista.